Hello everyone, it's Waloladipo here. My journey today takes me to Exeter. I'm going to be traveling from Bradford to Exeter, and it's about 288 miles. Now, the tricky thing about Exeter, by the way, I've already done a video about this journey before. Always tricky to charge on my way to Exeter. So I want you to come with me on this trip. Let's see what's going to happen. What I know is that I've got about 288 miles to go.
Please proceed to the highlighted route and then immediately turn right.
Yeah, thank you very much. So I've already put it on the MBUS system. I'm just leaving by 2:56, about 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and it's telling me that I'm going to arrive by 8:43. And it's planned a charging stop for me for around 55 minutes to charge, so that I arrive at my destination with 39%, I think, or with 10% rather. So I'm going to charge around 5:14 p.m. after I've covered 128 miles. I will charge for 55 minutes, then eventually, then eventually I'm going to get to my destination with a 10% charge. But from experience, I know that anytime I'm stopping, I've got to charge. Anytime I'm stopping, you've got to charge, because you can't just wait for that massive charging time that sometimes when you get there, it's not free, so you can't charge. But it's always interesting. That is why, driving an electric car at this time is very precarious. Expensive, lovely and comfortable. That's one thing I can't complain. You always arrive at your destination in the best condition possible. So my range is 205 because my wife has been doing short journeys for the last 1 or 2 months, and because of that, it's saying that I could only do 205, but my destination needs 288 miles to cover, so I'm going to have to charge at some point. But I'll let them know. Look at that. I'm going to reset that so that I know how many miles per kilowatt hour I use for my journey. My wife has just been driving that today, 10 miles today. She's done 1.9 miles per kilowatt hour. So that's not really good. The best I've done so far was around 3.6. Now it's 13%. Look, it's raining today. It's very, very wet. So it's going to hit into the range with this condition. I'll let you know. Come on, let's go. And if you're new to the world of Mercedes EQC, what you're going to get is just like any other electric car. It's super silent. And what this car is good at is it likes to cruise.
Turn second right.
On the motorway, it likes to cruise and just glides around the town. The comfort is superb. If you've been following my channel, the reason why I chose Mercedes EQC is because of its comfort level. And besides, you are driving the Mercedes around, and that takes some beating. Of course, not a perfect car by any standard, but it gets most things right. And the most important thing for someone who drives the Mercedes is the level of comfort. This is not an AMG, version where you run around with, you corner powerfully with. It's not a racing car. It's a comfort cruising car. And you will not believe this. The best way to know how comfortable your EQC 400 is, if you eventually get one or if you have one already, is having been in a different car before you get into the EQC. In our household, we have other cars. I've just got rid of my Q7. We have a hybrid version, the BMW 3 Series. The EQC makes all those cars look very, very ordinary. Then I've got an A7, 313 horsepower, about 500 torque, full torque. Very, very quick. It does 0 to 60 miles an hour in about 4.9 seconds. This is a very, very refined car. But anytime I've driven the A7, and I got out of the A7, I got into the EQC. I couldn't believe what hit me, because it just makes the A7 looks as if I'm driving a tractor around. If you don't believe it, you go and get into just ordinary cars. I mean, these are great cars. The A7, I didn't buy new, but I buy used, high mileage car. It cost over £70,000, almost the same amount that you pay for this car, if you spec it up. Because the A7 has got the top spec, almost every spec that you need. Head-up display, heated steering wheel, roof, top roof. It's got a whole bunch of things: adaptive cruise control, blind spot assist, a whole bunch of stuff. But I've been driven that one, the A7, and I get into my EQC. I'm just thinking, this is where I want to be. This is where I want to be, especially if you drive a lot on the motorway on business. You want to arrive well. Well, they said it doesn't corner like a Jaguar I-Pace. Who cares? Unless you're drunk, why would you be cornering like driving 90 miles an hour as cornering? But what it does well is the refinement, is the comfort that is superb. My wife likes it so much. She's now taking this car off me. It's because the other car is in for servicing, the A7. And they couldn't finish because it is Friday. That's why I'm going.
Now exit the roundabout.
I'm going on this trip with the EQC. And a friend is staying over this weekend, and she's got a car that my wife's going to use. So I intend to be back on Monday. Oh, traffic. Now, when you plan a journey, do you always plan traffic along knowing what's going to happen? I'm just trying to film this traffic right now. Look, just getting out of my major.
Please take the next exit on the left.
Getting out of my major slip road into the M62. That's going to lead me eventually to where I'm going. Look at that. I don't know how long that's going to take. But never mind. That is part of the equation. Very unpredictable. And whenever we have a weather like this, you can always predict that there's going to be some form of traffic. And also, this is almost moving into the rush hour. As I was saying, if you're considering to buy considering buying luxury EV, you probably be considering different types, maybe including the EQC. My own. Sorry, I'm just maneuvering that entrance into the motorway. So my advice is that if you are a Mercedes lover, go for Mercedes. In spite of the flawness, you will always put a smile on your face because you're driving a Mercedes. You won't be disappointed because it's Mercedes. You won't be disappointed. I've not been disappointed. Always very happy to drive this car. It's a nice place to be. It's a lovely place to be. And look at the ambient lights. You can actually set those ambient lights to change colors, and that improves your moods. You know, depending on the music you're playing, they change. They kind of create that sensation of serenity, sensation of calmness around the entire car, which is fantastic. So it's not as bad. It's opened up a little bit. I'm doing 48 miles an hour. But remember, I've got about 7 hours for this journey, or 8 hours. So it's a long haul. Which I'm not going to rush. I'm going to stop a few times. But I will keep you up to date with how things are going regarding charging, especially. Charging could be very, very notorious down south that I'm going in Devon. So, Swallow Radical here. Please make sure you subscribe and make sure you watch this clip to the end to know where my destiny today takes me regarding charging and other issues that might arise. Hopefully all is well. Speak to you later. Bye bye. Hello everyone, it's Swallow here. Look, now I'm at the service points that the MBUX system, the Mercedes asked me to come. I've done 23 miles. The weather has been rubbish, trust me. It's dark and, I'm wet. So I've only managed 2.7 miles per kilowatt hour. And it's telling me that to get to my destination, I need to charge for about 90% for about an hour. I don't know about that. It's taking me to a particular health club just between Coventry and Birmingham. I don't know why he has to bring me here. Usually, I would just go straight. I just, ignore the Mercedes recharge plan. I'll just keep going until I'm almost empty. As long as I'm on the motorway. Usually at the service stations you have some charging points there. So don't always follow what the car plans for you. Sometimes it's ridiculous. But in this case, it seems to be that there's something going on here. So I will show you. Just turn that off. So I'm going to show you. This is the InstaVolt. So luckily for me, one is free. So I'm just going to plug that in and charge it for a little bit. Hopefully I'll be able to go to that health club there for a toilet and refreshment. So it's not that bad. So Swallow here. I will let you know how that goes. Thank you. Okay, this is charging right now. And you can see it's turned green. And let's see the kilowatts it's charging at. So it's charging at 20 kilowatt right now. I think it reaches 64 kilowatts. So it's rising 35, 36. And it's 40 pence per kilowatt. So it's not really cheap. I try to do it through my Mercedes Me app, but he will not let me. So I've experienced that a few times actually, where the discount by Mercedes will not activate. So I have to pay the normal rate. But don't worry, no problem. So anyway, I'm charging, which is good. I want to make sure that I put as much as possible on the car. So I want to drive at least another 120, 130 miles. Maybe I've got about 170 miles to go. And when it's dark like this, it doesn't just work for me, to be honest. It's only 6 o'clock. And it's as if I'm in the middle of the of the night. So it's not fun driving when it's wet and dark. You can see properly. But all the very best. All the very best. I will let you know how that's going. I'll just go in there to go to the toilet and see something, find something to eat. Speak to you. Okay, 45 minutes later, I've charged up to 92%. I've got 160 miles left for my range, for my journey, miles left, and I've got 190 miles range in my battery, so I should be good to go. Hey, Swallow here. I've arrived in Exeter. And it's 10:36. As you can see right there. I think I left around 3 p.m. and I've covered 282. I was very bad on range, 2.5 miles per kilowatt hour. It's not been a great driving experience in terms of the weather, but I'm glad I finished. I'm glad I got to where I'm going safely. And guess what? There is a surprise when I get to my hotel. I'll show you. I'll show you the surprise. Because I was here just... Oh, going to scratch a car. I was here just, I think, a couple of months ago. This is the Amsterdam Hilton in Exeter. And see, look, they've installed the charging points. Look at this. And look at that. We've got a Tesla there, we've got a Peugeot there. Isn't that amazing? Last time that I was here, there wasn't anything like this. And because this place is so remote, it's hard to charge anyway. So thank you hotel. I hope it's free. But I think you need your own cable to use this. I'm just going to check to see whether that works. Good. Please subscribe and like this if you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey, Swallow here. Early in the morning in Exeter. This is the Exeter city center, and it's close to the Exeter University. This is where I'm working today. There's a lovely park over there. And this is the hotel where I'm having some conferences today. You can see the EQC nicely parked. It's been really good. Yesterday, a lot of journey, a lot of mileage to cover, but he manages everything very well. Thank you very much. The EQC. So it's Swallow here. Wishing you all the very best. I'm going to be keeping you abreast about everything I'm doing today. So all the very best. So this is Exeter City Centre.
It's so easy, but so hard.
I wonder what is going on there.
The thing.
It's actually fun going through this area. Oh, a lot of places to eat. A lot of places to eat. You'll be hungry but I don't know what to eat.